Hi guys, my name is Noni Matikela. Welcome to my YouTube channel. So today I want us to talk about Judge Ratha. Was he fair when he demanded that Advocate Mnisi must give him authorities and case laws just for objections? And this, he does it in a manner that is unkind and in a manner that you are like, sir, it's been 2 years full. You have never requested from these guys, whether from the state or from the defense. Why now, when you are seeing that the defense is standing up for his client, now you are bringing up those things? Let's find out if this is fair. So, in the sense of Meyiwa murder trial, a new concern has emerged inside the courtroom. Every time the defense raises an objection, Judge Ratha will either keep quiet or not make any ruling or do nothing about it, or instead say, ask the prosecutor. He does those things that are not right, that do not look right, even for me, as someone who is not a law anything. I don't know law that much. I've learned it through the Senzo Meyiwa matter. Yes, that's how I've learned some of the sections and whatever. That's how I've learned them. But now, what has happened yesterday left us like asking a lot of questions. Now, Judge Ratha is raising concern because of what he did yesterday. Now, I'm wondering if it's a fair practice what he is doing. Judge Ratha demands Mr. Mnisi or Advocate Mnisi, or in fact the defense counsel, to provide case laws and authority when they are doing objections. That's what he did. But now, is this a fair thing, or is it a subtle way of keeping the defense under pressure while protecting the state case? That's what I'm wondering. Let's break it down then. In legal terms, case law and authority mean previous judgments or statutes that back up a lawyer's argument. Yes, a judge has the right to ask for legal references, but fairness demands that this rule apply equally to both sides. Okay? Okay? If the defense is the only side constantly being asked to justify itself when with detailed case law, while the prosecution speaks freely without interruption, then that's not a balanced courtroom. It becomes power play. That's exactly what Judge Ratha does. That's exactly what Judge Ratha does in that courtroom. He's not being fair to the defense. The defense is slowed down, embarrassed, or even discouraged from objecting again. That's exactly what he's hoping for. That's what I'm trying to say. That's what I'm seeing. Okay? Now, let's use this. South Africa's constitution is very clear. Section 165 says that courts must act without fear, favor, or prejudice. Let's read that again. South Africa's constitution is very clear. Section 165 says that courts must act without fear, favor, or prejudice. And Section 35 guarantees every accused person the right to a fair trial. So when a judge applies pressure selectively, demanding legal proof from one side but not the other, it raises questions about impartiality and about whether justice is truly being served. Isn't this something that Mngomezulu referred to? You are impartial. The late Mngomezulu referred to this, okay? Every objection in a court matters. It's not just legal jargon. It's the defense's shield against unfairness. So when those objections are ignored, or when lawyers are made to jump through hoops to be heard, we must ask, is this still about justice? Or has the courtroom control turned into courtroom bias? Those are the things that we need to ask about what Judge Ratha is doing in that courtroom, because I found it very unfair that he is expecting that the guys must bring. Okay, fine. It would be fair if it was the same case for Baloyi, but it has never been. But Jiggy now, he sees that Baloyi is in a tight corner, and he says that the defense has decided we are no longer sleeping on the job. We are going to be talking. They are no longer scared of him. They are getting up every now and then to object on things that they see or feel that they are being unfair. It looks like Judge Rata is not being nice, and Judge Rata is using power play, and he's like, this is my house, this is my control. That's what he's playing at now, not being fair, because that's what he did. And I like that even after doing that, Mnisi did not stop objecting. Mnisi did not stop to object because Judge Rata decided, I'm going to play that game of power play. Mnisi was like, sir, you're not doing that. We're not going to play that game, and I'm not going to allow you to use your powers to silence me. I was happy. And I must also commend Ramusipile. Advocate Ramusipile is not here to play, guys. He decided, I said this, I think 2024 already, Ramusipile was not someone you can play with anymore. He was done. When 2023, he was sinking in us. He was what decided to actually respecting this old man is costing me my reputation, my career, etc. So they are no longer those quiet people that they were. They are like, no. So we're going to speak our mind. We're going to speak up, and we're not going to allow you to treat us like children. We are not going to allow you to treat us like children because right now, it's no longer about justice for Senzo. It's no longer about doing the right thing. It's no longer about Judge Rata being fair. It's about Judge Rata playing the procedure to his own advantage. It's power play. It's not procedure, actually. Sorry, that's how I must put it. It's power play, not procedure. Not at all. That's Judge Rata for you. Judge Rata is not playing fair. Judge Rata is not here for the justice that is fair. Judge Rata, I don't know whether he hates the accused. It sounds as if Judge Rata already believes the accused are guilty. It sounds as if Judge Rata already, in fact, he shifted. There was a time when Judge Rata was not believing this whole nonsense when Zandile was on the witness box. I don't know what happened while Zandile was on the witness box because Judge Rata changed then. He changed then, Judge Rata. That's when we noticed the shift in his personality. And then we were met with different personalities. One day he's playful, one day he's angry, one day he's emotional, one day he's rude. That's what we were left with. After the first few days, maybe the first week, he was fine. We don't know what happened after the first week or so. He became something else that we don't know. He became arrogant, he became unfair, he became rude, he became unprofessional, he became biased, he entered the arena, he did all of these wrong things, and the defense kept at it. And that's why he was clashing a lot of times with Mshololo and with Mngomiso. He was clashing a lot of times with them because they would call him out. They would call him out. Right now, he has resorted into leaving procedure and dealing with power plays because the way he said, I demand that you bring me authorities, you bring me case laws when you are doing, when are we going to finish with the case? If they must go through case laws, when are we going to finish with the case? Do you know what's so weird about the entire situation? Judge Rata and Baloyi, they're crashing out. It's still witness number one of the defense, guys. It's still witness number one of the defense, and people are they are crashing out. Baloyi is even sweating. He has a handkerchief, if it's not I don't know what cloth, or a tissue. Yeah, a tissue, facial tissues. He is busy because, and you can hear the aircon in that courtroom. You can hear the aircon, but he is sweating there. It's hard. It's still witness number one. And Judge Rata on witness number one of the defense is doing power plays, guys. Imagine that. Just imagine that uJudge Ratha using power plays. State witness number 1. Merry-go-round. What's going on, guys? Honestly, what's going on? Because what is this? So that's what we are dealing with currently. That's what we are dealing with. I'm shocked with Judge Ratha's behavior. Honestly, I'm so shocked. I am very shocked with what he is doing in that courtroom. Anyway, what are your thoughts when it comes to this? Kindly please drop your comment and let's talk with comment section. Do you think that Judge Ratha is playing fair? Do you think Judge Ratha has moved away from procedure and is like, I can see we are in a tight corner, me and the state, because he's been like this with them. And he's like, now, you know what? Since we are in a tight corner, I'm going to use my other card. Power play. Drop your comments. I want to hear your views. Thank you so much. Enjoy your day. Bye-bye.